What's up, everybody? Hey, before this video starts on the KTM 350, I just kind of want to clear something up. I'm not one of these 50-year-old losers that goes and buys a KTM, and then when you get the KTM, you go and buy shirts, hats, banners, signs, put up in your garage so everybody knows you have a KTM. You go out to the restaurant, you wear your shirt, your hat, everybody knows you have a KTM, you're a big tough guy, you ride a KTM, you're really cool. That ain't me. So just keep that in mind whenever you're watching this video, and I just wanted to square that away before we got going here. Got a sip of coffee. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the video on the best bike on the planet, the KTM 350. Enjoy. Good to see you, everybody. Back with another quick episode. Today we will be talking about the KTM 350 exc-f. This is a 2024 behind me. Just as a little preface, I have owned every generation of the KTM 350 exc-f, and I have owned those basically for 2 to 3 years at a time until the next generation would come out, and then I would purchase that. So that being said, why is this the greatest bike on the planet if you're somebody who only wants to purchase one bike to do everything that you want to do, one bike to save money? This is the bike. Now, that being said, if you subscribe to my channel, I have done videos on my favorite dual sport bike of all time, which I believe is the greatest, is the DRZ 400. Now, that is my favorite dual sport of all time. This bike is my favorite, basically do everything. If you want a bike to do everything from motocross to light adventure work, this is the bike. The DRZ 400 can do it all, but it falls short as far as getting on the motocross track. So, the KTM, you buy it, you pick it up from a dealer, it is basically dual sport ready. You hop on it, you do your dual sport riding. It's perfectly set up for that from the factory. So, you want to do light adventure work. All you need to do, light adventure work, you throw on some soft luggage on the back. If you want, you can put a windshield up on the front, take care of that, and I'd say concept seat for long rides so you don't feel like you're sitting on a 2x4. Boom, light adventure bike. You could change the tires, maybe go a little bit more street-oriented tire if you're going to use it for that. Perfect light adventure bike. This thing will cruise down the road as good as a DRZ 400, KLX 300, that type of deal. Trust me, I've been on them, I know. Then you move to dual sport, which it comes that way. You're ready to go, you hop on, you do your dual sport riding. A little bit off-road, a little bit on-road, good to go. Now, say you want to race a hare scramble. This is the only bike you have. You're good to go. If you want some power out of it, you throw on a programmer, change the exhaust. Basically, you're going to get close to the power of the XCF. You're going to be good to go. Join that, enter that race, go ripping, you're going to have a blast. You want to do hard enduro, same thing. You don't need to do any of these mods. You can just enter the hard enduro and ride this thing the way it is, and you would finish if it wasn't like you're not going to go do like Tennessee knockout, hop on it, go do it. You'll probably finish, but you might be at the end. Okay, so you want to do hard enduro, probably sprocket change, go one tooth down in the front, throw on a pipe, ECU change, fuel programmer type of deal, like a get ECU, do that, you're going to be ripping. Suspension on this thing, on the 2024 is the stiffest version yet. That is 100% true. I've owned them all. This is the stiffest. But you could definitely do some clicker changes on this, depending on your weight. Do some clicker changes on this and not even have to do any suspension mods, and you could run it, you know, the Adventure, Dual Sport, Hard Enduro, Hare Scrambles, and you're good to go. So, now I am not a motocross guy. I do not go to the track, even all these years I've ridden. From the time I was 8 years old and I'm 53, I do not do track work. But this bike, you want to take it to the track, say the track requires no headlights. Half hour, you get the tail light removed here along with the headlight, probably half hour time. You buy an SX number plate, you throw it up here in the front. You can do that in no time. You can take it to the track the way it is without any engine mods or an exhaust. Are you gonna win? No. Are you gonna have a good time riding around the track with your buddies? Yes. Do the mods to it. Other than weight, you'll get this thing running close to an SX model. You'll be good to go. The suspension, like I said, on this is the stiffest of all the ones I've owned. This is the stiffest yet, so you could definitely take this up a few clicks more on the sport end, and you would definitely be fine going around the track and ripping this around the track. So, let's say you buy one of these new, you're gonna spend probably 12 to 13 grand just getting it out the door. Unless you wait till the end of the year when they're on sale, you'd probably be more in the 10 to 11 range out the door. And of course you could go gas and spend a little less. So, for that, you're getting a bike that does a range of 4 things. So you're spending $12,000 instead of spending $25,000 to $30,000. And trust me, when I had my 2014, it was basically, it did everything. It did my light adventure, it was my dual sport, and it was my off-road ripping bike. And even this, to this day, this 2024, it is basically, I own this for when I go riding with fellows just off-road, doing single track, hard single track, and just off-road ripping. This is my dirt bike, but I use it for a dual sport also. And that's what I'm saying. It's a fine line between the DRZ and this bike, but this bike, you can definitely do the hard enduro stuff. Guaranteed, a guy that's how to ride, no problem with this bike doing hard enduro, and no problem on the motocross track, having fun, having a good time with it. And you're just not going to get that as easily out of the DRZ 400. So that's why I'm saying this is the best bike you can buy with your $12,000 if you're somebody that wants one bike to do 4 different things with. This will cover them all, and you will have a good time on it, and you will love it. I mean, they are reliable if you take care of them and maintain them. You're gonna have a great bike. They're just awesome. They are expensive, but they do everything. Now, I know a lot of you 500 owners are gonna be like, no, the 500 is the perfect bike from going from light adventure to on the track. That is true if you're a guy that probably is a super horsepower junkie and you need that extra power, but I'm going to tell you this, the 350 is definitely better on the hard, tight stuff, technical stuff. It is definitely easier to ride. It does not wear you out. The 350 is definitely a much more pleasant bike in that tough, hard stuff in the woods. And some guys won't agree with that, but that is the way it is. So if you're looking to buy a bike to cover everything, this is your bike. Now, of course, you can go, there are other models, Gas, Husky, you have the betas. I do not have experience with the betas, but they basically are in the 350 realm. All those bikes are something that you could do everything you wanted to with. I mean, 4 slots, light adventure, dual sport, off-road racing, hare scramble, hard enduro, cross country, and then also, boom, if you want to take the lights off, adjust the suspension a couple clicks, hit the supercross track. So all you guys out there that have had these bikes or other bikes, comment down below, like, subscribe, share, get on your 350 series bike and get outside.